Hello, my name is Ginger. I'm from the Mornville Community Library. Welcome to Cozy Corner Craft Time. This week's craft is ice cream because our story time this week is all about ice cream. So I'm going to show you what you will find in your bag, which you can pick up at the library right at the front main entrance. And here we go. This is what you'll find. So you will find a paper that has 5 different ice cream shapes on it. You will also find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colored squares. And you will also find a black thing. This is actually magnet tape because we're going to be making ice cream magnets so that we can do some rhymes about ice cream after when we're done. So it's not a hard craft, but it's a fun craft. Step 1, color your ice cream cones. So you will need, in addition to the supplies we have here, crayons, scissors, and glue. That should be doing all of it. So I'm getting out my crayons right now, and I'm going to quickly color my ice cream. Here's my final product. I've colored my ice cream cones, whatever colors I wanted. Now, your next step, you have to choose which way you want to do this. You can use your scissors and cut right on the lines of each shape. Or if you don't want to do that, you can cut across and up. And that's it. So I'm going to do some one way and some another. And you can choose however you like. So I'm getting out my scissors. If you have safety scissors, you can use those. Mine are a little bigger. Okay, so now I have this, which is kind of floppy, and that's why you have the colored shapes. And you can choose whatever colored shape you would like to put your ice cream on. And you can put it straight up and down. You could put it on an angle. You could cut it out after, around the edge. This one I'm just going to do kind of basic. So I have my glue, and I'm putting a little bit of glue in a couple or 3 spots on the back of my cone, like that. And then I'm going to stick it on my colored piece of paper, like that, and set it aside. Now, my next one, just to show you a different way to do it, I'm not going to cut all around the edges. I'm just going to cut straight down. And maybe I'll cut it a little closer. You can decide how you want to do it. So this one I just cut as a rectangle. And it should fit fine. I'm going to put it on a piece of green. And again, I'll just put a little bit of glue on the back of the paper. And then we'll stick it onto the green. Just so you have some kind of a border on there. There's that one. All right, setting that one aside. This one I think I'll actually cut out. So there's a Canadian book called Anne of Green Gables, which came from Prince Edward Island, and she has an ice cream song that she sings during a picnic. It goes, ice cream. Is anything more delectable than ice cream? Why, even the most respectable eat ice cream. It's wonderful on a summer's afternoon in June. And it goes on and on. It's a nice little song about ice cream. And during our story time this week, we're going to be reading ice cream stories and also learning some ice cream rhymes. Anyway, there's my one that I actually cut out. And this one I'm going to put on orange, and rather than leaving it as a rectangle, I'm going to get a little more fancy just to show you different ways of doing it. First, I'm putting my glue onto the cone, like a little bit of glue, and then I'm putting it onto the paper like that. But this time, I'm going to cut out my cardboard just around the edges of my ice cream so I can see the cardboard, because it'll make the ice cream look nicer. The next step has to do with this little magnet tape that we have. So you want to make sure that you flatten it out as best you can before you start. And you have to cut off of here 5 little pieces of magnet, and then this paper peels off. So, I mean, you could peel the paper off first if you want, or you could peel it off after. I'm going to peel mine off first. I just have to know which is the sticky side and which isn't. It's really sticky. So I need 5. So if I cut in the middle and then I cut on either side, I'm only going to have 4. So I have to sort of guess. There, if you really want to measure carefully, they would be 1 centimeter for each one. But I'm snipping 1, 2, 3, 4 snips, which makes 5 magnets. So going backwards, I take my sticky side and I stick it to the back of my cone or my shape. So now I have 5 magnets, 5 ice cream magnets to do stuff with. Now, what can a magnet stick to? Well, your fridge. And then you can just be like a detective and go around your house and find other places that magnets can stick with your ice cream cones. So I found that magnets stick on a cookie sheet. So here's my very well-used cookie sheet. And I wanted it to look nice, so I put some paper on the back of it. I didn't glue it on, I just used tape in case your mother needs to use the cookie sheet later to make cookies for you or your dad. So this is something that will stick. So if you see that, I'm putting my ice creams up there, and because they're magnets, they stick. So you can do this on your fridge, and you can go around your house and try to find other cool places where magnets stick. So to do one of our rhymes, you need all of them back off, and then we'll do a rhyme. Here we go with the first ice cream rhyme. I like ice cream, yes I do. 1 scoop for me. No, make it 2. 2 scoops of ice cream. I want more. How about 3? No, make it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh no, it's on the floor. So that's our first rhyme. So the last ice cream rhyme that we did involved counting up, and this one involves counting down. So I already have my 5 ice cream cones up on my magnet board, or you can put your 5 on your fridge. And we're going to do a rhyme about kinds of ice cream. 5 kinds of ice cream. So 5 kinds of ice cream, can't have more. I ate 1 kind, then there were 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kinds of ice cream. Just for me, I ate 1 kind. And there were 3. 3 kinds of ice cream. What would you do? I ate 1 kind. Then there were 2. 2 kinds of ice cream. I'm almost done. I ate 1 kind, and then there was 1. 1 kind of ice cream. sitting all alone. I ate that one, and then there were none. Try it out at home, it might be fun. So here is our third ice cream rhyme with our magnet craft. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice cream cones, and the rhyme is called 5 ice creams. And here we go. I like to actually put them lower down and then move them up as I'm talking about them. And for this rhyme, it's a good idea to have the melting one in the middle because for number 3, it's talking about melting. So here we go, 5 ice creams. 5 little ice creams, so good to eat. The first one said, I'm a summertime treat. The second one said, it's such a hot day. The third one said, I'm melting away. The fourth one said, don't lose your top. The fifth one said, oh dear, kerplop. And that's the end of that rhyme. So those are our storytime crafts for this week. Hope you enjoyed the rhymes and can try them out at home. And maybe you can perform them for some family member. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.